I will grab it.
All right, what do I do? It says the meeting is being live streamed.
You just
Got it.
nothing. You wait.
Well, I have to hit the blue dot so I can see you again.
I will grab it. Hello, everybody.
All right, what do I do? It says the meeting is.
We're alive now. You're being recorded live now. Hello, everybody. This is Elijah Kading from wisdomseekers.net. And we're here with a brand new reader who I can personally vouch for as awesome. And her name is Linda. We'll go, and I didn't ask, did you want your full name on or just your?
Linda. Yeah, sometimes I go by Linda Christine.
Okay, so Linda Christine, and she is amazing. We've had her on before as a guest, speaking on health subjects, especially at the beginning of the pandemic. And you ask her a health question, and you're never going to be able to shut her up. Because she is very, very well, she's very knowledgeable. She's just amazing. I know the other day I said to somebody, ask her one question. 10 minutes later, she was winding down. Because she is extremely knowledgeable, but she's also very good at tuning into people's emotions and feelings and how they like you or don't like you. And she's pretty accurate, actually. I'm very pleased to have Linda join our team. And this is an interactive. Please keep it to one question per person, unless you're asking for somebody else. Then you can ask two questions, one for yourself, one for the other person. And
add in the other person's name, otherwise we will ignore it.
Unless we know you personally, Maddie.
Right.
But in the meantime, say hello, tell people a little bit about yourself. I'm going to try and send out a few messages because people have been asking for the link.
Yes.
And
hi, I'm Linda, and
don't tell them where you live, please.
I'm not new to reading or energy work at all. I am new to Elisha's site. My formal education has been a lot of energy healing certificates, as well as a year at Cambridge while I lived in England. I studied nutrition over there. I'm very proficient with the pendulum, and a lot of my home remedies and energy work I literally grew up with. My father was from two different indigenous tribes, and I was raised just using the herbs and using the plants, and this will do that one and that'll do the other one. And my dad was also very proficient in working with his body and would tell me and show me things of what I could do and how he would work with his body and things like that. He could control his heart rate and his blood pressure. And
you can do that. That's impressive.
Yes. And one time, quick story, the old fashioned sphygmometer, where the blood pressure cuff, and he got a really cranky older like retired Army nurse from a VA hospital down in another state where we were living at the time. And he didn't like her attitude. And so he purposely dropped his blood pressure so that he would register dead while he was laughing at her.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And my mom would sit there and fuss at him. But yeah, the only thing that I might do is, especially if someone is asking a question for someone else, I might do a quick pendulum reading just to make sure that the other person is okay. If I check in or do something for them or something like that.
I do know that Maddie already has permission.
Okay, good. I always tell people a little bit about my own personal self. I am a Cancer moon, a Scorpio rising. My sun sign is Aries on a Pisces cusp. So I've got a lot of water in my chart, but strong Aries. It's very hot water. And, Aries are really strong with free will. So I don't want to step on anyone's etherical toes, so to speak.
Yeah, and it's also not good karma.
No, I'm done with karma. I think I've served my best thus far, and
And
to
you
the
don't
nth
want to
degree.
start it up again.
I'm,
Right?
I'm at the end of my tether with the whole karma stuff. I'm not ready to recruit anymore.
I kind of think most of us are getting to that place. Yeah. I know.
We're all trying to be patient with the whole, changing of things, but at the end of the day, we all have a stopping point.
We do, and gosh almighty, I know a lot of people, and they have a lot of people who have, I know a lot of people.
Right.
So I'm trying to make sure I get enough, because I get
Right.
yelled at if I don't let people know.
Yes, no, take your time. One more thing. What I really like to do, and I haven't quite worked out the whole ins and outs of it, but I've studied kind of all three facets of wellness with conscious, subconscious, superconscious, and so all different levels. And energy work, of course, helps heal our spirit and communicate with our spirit, answer questions that way. But we also have subconscious, so I'm pretty well versed in hypnosis, EFT, NLP, things like that. And
In other words, she's eminently trained to be with us.
yeah, and then of course the conscious, all the study that I did, just like I said, I went to King's College at Cambridge University, and the certificate I earned, they call it an O level over there. I am a Linda Johnson CNC, certified nutritional counselor, although I'm not allowed to use any word other than certified where I live. And so I just answer questions, and I'm really good at pointing people to a resource if they need it.
She's amazing.
Will heavily disclaim where.
No, I've been talking to you I've known you years now, right? Literally
It was
years.
actually a little bit before Wisdom Seeker started, because I remember
know.
when you started the group.
Yeah, because then I was thinking it's about 9 years ago.
No.
Yeah, we're getting there. Ryan,
Oh, wow.
Let me see.
I have to think back, who was I dating back then to know? Which boyfriend was I on?
Yeah, you know how that goes. So I think Anna Lou, Etienne, Danielle. Okay,
Hi, Anna Lou. Hi, Danielle.
Danielle's my daughter, actually. But I sent a group. I sent a thing. I haven't checked to see what people are talking to you, but I think maybe I had better do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Letting it,
Load.
yeah.
Okay, so I need help then,
Yeah, I know, I'm coming.
because okay, let's
It
go.
confuses me because you have two daughters that
I have 3 daughters.
have no, two daughters that have L at the end of their name, and
Danielle,
so that's why I get confused as to sometimes,
yeah,
I really
no,
confuse
yeah, and I wanted to learn. I wanted to name my middle daughter with an L name too, but my ex wouldn't let me.
Aw,
Yeah. But I thought, well, that makes sense. And then when I had 2 daughters with L names and I called Danielle or Emmanuel, it was very confusing.
Well, and at one point I had twins running my family, And I was pregnant with twins once upon a time. They didn't, come to fruition. But in the beginning, I had picked out the names of, if they're both girls, I'm going to name them both Amelia. And one is going to be Aemelia. The other one would be Emilea. So it would be Emily and Amy.
Mm-hmm.
But then if I had to call Amelia, they could both show up.
Okay, Bethany Campbell. Hello, Bethany Campbell. So
Hi,
Bethany
Bethany.
Campbell gets priority because
She didn't put a question.
she didn't put a question.
No. So hard to give her priority.
Well,
if
we'll
we
give
don't
you
have-
priority as soon as you put a question.
Miriam,
Miriam Cervantes.
do you want to read it?
So Miriam Cervantes, she says, may I have a general reading in career?
In career. Okay.
You can use your pendulum if you want. Wow, oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. I didn't. Yeah.
I feel like in your career, there's going to be an opportunity of something coming up. Now, this opportunity is likely going to come up on its own. However, number one, you don't have to take it. But I feel like it feels like you're in jello where you're at. Like you're not miserable, but it's getting there on some days. And I feel like if you pursue or put feelers out, you can speed that up. And so I'm thinking, if you put feelers out, you could potentially have a change in 1 to 3 months time, whereas 3 to 6 months time, it may happen. Opportunities may pop up. I don't feel like they're going to be forced out. I don't feel like you're going to need to leave, but I just feel like you're probably going to want to, or that you're kind of thinking about it right now. And so, yeah, this is how we co-create with the universe. And I'm of the opinion that when we get these feelings, that's the nudges from the universe anyway. And so while a lot of readers will be like, I don't do a time frame. Well, we can't do a time frame because the time frame is up to you and your free will. So
I like that answer. I'm going to use it.
Do you want me to read Bethany's question?
Yes, please.
I would love to hear from Spirit.
Which spirit?
Part of me wanted to say, I'm sorry she's not on with you right now. I'll back another time. But I figured that would be too cruel for the first time back in what, a year?
It's been over a year, I think.
what?
Oh, she wants to know from spirit, but she doesn't mean spirit feather. She meant spirit. And her name was, what was her name again?
Bethany Campbell.
Bethany. Hey, Bethany, it's been a while.
Okay. So she just wants to hear like a message from spirit?
I think so. It's been a while since I've done this. And while you're thinking,
I'm like tearing up already.
Oh.
Spirit Bethany would like you to know that you are so loved. You are not alone. There are like legions of angels behind you, supporting you, that although you may not see them in the conscious eye, you can, on occasion you can feel them, and that you're doing good, that you're going forward in the right path. I don't want to pry. I feel like it's kind of a personal situation, and not everyone involved, you're in a situation where other people's choices are kind of, you have to sit back and watch, and it might be tough for you to deal with, but you're going to be okay. And spirit wants you to know that when it's all over, it's going to turn out better than you imagined. That's what I got. So I don't know what's, typically or what's literally going on. I'm kind of purposely not looking, but you're not alone. It's, it's not over, but it's going to be better than you imagined in the end. And so I feel like if someone's being removed from your life, then either a better person is coming for you, or some kind of something with a better situation, that you're so in it, you can't hardly fathom a positive outcome, let alone as good of an outcome as is going to happen. That's what I got.
Okay. Amy says, hello, I can see and hear you well. Loving it.
Oh.
Says, hello, everyone. Amy says, hello, Elisha and Linda.
And L2.
Eh. Vidya Maharaj says, hello, good morning. Tari Avalo says, hello.
Oh, all the names. I know these names.
Yeah. They're back.
Sweet. We should
Spirit-
do more of these. We will do
Spirit
more.
Feather
Yeah,
says,
we'll do more.
hello, lovelies. How are you both? Amy
Morning.
asks, may I have a message from my guides, please?
How do you feel about this new cycle? She's going into a new cycle, she says. It's all right.
A new cycle, like a career thing.
I think it's just like what you and I are going through. The energy has shifted a lot in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, because I mean, it just popped up career. Her guides want her to be open to something that is like completely out of left field, that she probably will be like, oh my goodness, I could make money with that. But it's open to the possibility that sometime on the horizon, an opportunity that's going to line up livelihood and life purpose. Like, she doesn't have to take it, but it's going to be there.
Can we do Maddie next? So because she has to go.
Sure.
We're going to jump line just for a minute because our
The only person we're skipping is Spirit Feather. She can wait.
yeah, she'll be good with that.
Maddie says,
2
hi,
questions.
Linda. I need to know if you can get something on my daughter. I've asked. I also have hives and can't figure it out. I'll let you answer the daughter first.
Okay. I do feel like it's some kind of spiritual thing that's manifesting physically in her brain. Like a discarnate kind of thing. She needs to look at alkalizing her body. There, and I am not, if I were in her situation, I'm going to share what I would do. So I do a lot of wheatgrass. Now, wheatgrass is a strong shot of chlorophyll, and it's the baby grass. The gluten comes from the tall wheat that has the seed, so there's no gluten in it. It's just wheatgrass. And oh, I probably have a thing. I have to unroll this so you can see it. My favorite kind of and you'll have to go online to see, can you find this stuff? But this is my favorite alkalizer thing, and I've used a partial of it. Half of it's gone. It's supposed to be the word bio right here, bio coffee. It's chicory root Arabica coffee that's naturally decaffeinated using water and wheatgrass shots. So there's no caffeine in it, but 1 cup a day over 12 days with a good diet will alkalize the body, and all sorts of disease and things that pop up from acidosis and abnormal pHs cannot exist in an alkaline environment. And what I had to learn, and have learned the hard way, is that our pH can be pulled down with negative emotions, with negativity, with discarnates, with watching hardcore, dark movies. And I'm not saying that no one should not feel anger and let stuff flow through and release, because I feel like myself, I know that's one of the reasons why I'm probably on the planet now, is to kind of flush spiritually and let that stuff pass through. But our bodies have to keep up with the process. So just like hearing negative things on the news can pull down and malalign our DNA, meditation and even hearing about a random act of kindness can heal and realign our DNA. So I feel like alkalinity is a strong thing. And I'm also getting a strong message of really look at the types of sugars that she's in. Now, when we intake a complex sugar, and I mean a sugar like maple syrup, cane sugar, beetroot sugar, things that have more than one molecule holding hands, our pancreas has to activate to break that sugar down, releasing the insulin. When you take in fruit, especially an astringent fruit like watermelon, strawberries, wild blueberries, honeydew, cantaloupe, red grapes, especially the ones with the seeds inside, then your body does not secrete insulin because those sugars are already one molecule. So she can do that. Those are other things
Okay,
to break down. For Maddie, a strong dose of quercetin, and like a topical colloidal silver put on the hives. So the quercetin, when I say strong dose, I mean 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams at a time. I'm not going to lie. If I cheat and eat something really stupid, I will take 2,500 milligrams at a time. And if you take too much, it's not going to hurt you. It's just going to pass on through, so to speak. So be aware. But the topical, you want to, that will, I mean, I've had one mom brought her 20-something-year-old son to me with massive hives. And of course, he was a guy. He had been scratching raw and his arm looked like it was about to fall off. Bless his heart. But I'm telling you, 7-10 days and they were completely gone. And she put her son on the strong dose of the quercetin, couple 3 times a day, usually twice a day at 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams is plenty. Quercetin is the activated portion of vitamin C. So it's water soluble. It can be taken with vitamin C. It's not the same as vitamin C, but it turns off the body's histamine response. So it's technically an antihistamine without causing drowsiness. But the colloidal silver on the outside is going to keep it from being infected. So you're inside, outside, double tacking those hives.
And Maddie, I know you can get quercetin down at Nutters, because I've seen it there. And like I said at the beginning, we give you a subject and away you go.
Sorry.
Just so you know, though, you have a lot of people asking questions.
Okay, I'll try to be quick.
No, not too quick.
Is an art form, and
Yeah.
if you get tired before we can finish, we can always
We
do
will-
part 2 another day.
Yeah, we
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to be tired. It'll be okay.
You
I'm
said
at tea at some
now.
point.
But wait until you get off and you'll be starving to death.
we
Oh, I ate a really good meal. You'll be proud of me. I ate really good food before we got here.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't matter because
Yeah,
I've
no,
done that too.
and-
When I get off, I'm looking, where's
Where's my
the food?
yeah.
Okay,
All right, moving on.
spirit, right?
Yeah, Spirit, I have a question. I have a very strong connection to someone at work, but we are unable to talk freely. I was wondering if you pick up what they are feeling on their end.
Ooh, nice. They're a little nervous. They're very curious and they do want to get to know you better. I feel like part of them has there's like some level of fear of rejection on their part, but they really they haven't quite gotten up the courage to actually approach you, but they really want to. I feel like with more open body language on your part, like even just like a simple hello or smiling or a little bit of eye contact, some kind of something for them to let reassure them that they can, that they will receive a positive response. But yeah, they're like butterflies in the stomach. They really want to get to know you.
Loving It Goes asks, Linda, what can I do to help my heart problem? My name is April.
And you have free reign to go as far as you want on this one.
Can we define heart problem?
Oh, probably not.
What first came to mind is hawthorn berry. Hawthorn berry, first of all, any of your purples, your reds are really good. Now, some things that are purported, you do want to be careful with long-term use. I'm not a huge fan of long-term use of garlic. I'm not a huge fan of long-term use of the nitric oxide with beetroot. However, hawthorn berry you can take forever and a day, and it's fine. It's a berry, and it helps with the viscosity of the blood. It most importantly helps to regulate the heart rhythm, keep it in a steady beat, drumming day and night. That's what we want. You can use I feel like you also need to look at a couple of different things to cleanse and clear the blood. I feel your blood feels really thick. And so there is anybody, first of all, if you've gotten anything like a shot for shingles or any of the flu or anything like that, or even, some of like your really heavily advertised chips, sodas, the cereals, those are the big three that, the cereals or whatever that have the heavy metals can get in there. And so a good way to clear out the heavy metals is a supplement called astaxanthin, A-S-T as in Tom, A-X-A-N, T as in Tom, H-I-N, and you want shoot for a 10 milligram if you can. Once a day, top of the morning with the first meal is usually the best way to take a supplement to cleanse. And also look at a good blood cleanser detox tea, something that's going to have burdock root in it, sheep sorrel, yellow dock, an Easy-Act tea, if you can get a hold of it, would be ideal. But basically, that's what I'm feeling. Hawthorn berry for the heart, and cleanse the blood, and do your teas. And when you do a tea like that, it's not like, okay, it turned color and we're going to do a little, let it steep a little bit. You bring that water almost to boiling and you cover it with the saucer and let it steep 7 to 12 minutes, then drink the tea.
Okay. Jennifer Schwab says, hello, it's great to see you beautiful ladies. B. Erla says, hi, Elisha, it's been a while. Amritha Lau asks or says, hey. B says, hello, Linda. Bethany Campbell says, greetings, everyone. So nice to see you, Elisha. Hi, Linda. B. Erla asks, may I know how Jeff is feeling thinking of me nowadays? It's been more than a year since we've talked, but I still feel this connection closely. Appreciate your help. Thanks a lot.
So Bree's in Germany and Jeff's in Canada.
Mm.
She's a music student and she plays piano and she's pretty
We're
darn
still
good.
waiting on those tracks.
That's right. B. We're still waiting on those tracks.
So are they not a couple now?
No, but they have been in many lifetimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a spiritual connection. I mean, I would be very interested to look, and I almost feel like even without, but I mean, birth chart to birth chart, I feel like there's some Uranus connections in this lifetime, which is like a spiritual lover friend connection, but it can also lead to a lot of start, stop kind of, like stop and go traffic. I'm so
Yes,
sorry about that. Of course he's thinking about you. Of course he can't not think about you. Some days he purposely tries to distract himself because it's a lot for him. He feels like he feels like a bit of a left brain, and so he's not handling emotions very well. But he I don't feel like the energy is severed. I feel like it could literally go either way. If either one of you wanted to try to reconnect, I feel like there's a strong possibility. But yes, he's definitely thinking about you. I think he doesn't, part of him is a little scared to wonder if you're thinking about him, like if you would reciprocate, or if, it would be unrequited love on his part. But I feel that strong energetic connection because I mean, as soon as you said it, I saw like the energetic cords. And you could sever, or you could bring it into the physical, up to you. So the opportunity's there. And unfortunately with romance, he has his free will and opportunity to make his decision too.
Yeah, men quite often.
But I feel like like 75 to 80%, he would not say no.
Yeah, I agree. This has been going on for a while. I agree totally. Okay.
Jennifer Schwab asks, I've been trying to move. We found out the government did something illegal on our home to keep us from selling it unless we pay off $19,000 to them. Do you see us finding a good lawyer to help us?
Yes, and I'm trying to pick up where they could go or what they could do, but there is somebody nearby. He's kind of a middle-aged gentleman, and he's somebody that I feel like he may even have personal experience, or somebody that was close to him had a similar situation. But this is something that when he hears your case, it's going to be like a oh hell no moment, and he's, excuse my language, but he's going to full force going to be like, they're not doing this to one more person, and this lawyer is going to get your back. I feel like the best way to bring yourself forward to meeting him is to literally, and I would script it, get a notebook, get an ink pen, write in cursive. We have the best lawyer that is helping us with better outcome than we imagined. And when you very first wake up in the morning and you can't remember what day it is, and when you're so tired at night you can barely close your eyes at night, write it down. Pick out one sentence that sounds like you. But I feel like there's a panic energy, and the panic energy that they put on you, by the way, it's not yours. I feel like whatever you're feeling is what the government is wanting you to feel, okay? And that's blocking that lawyer from finding you, or you from finding that lawyer. And so just pretend like you already found the lawyer.
Good advice.
But I did handwriting analysis and not typing it out, not printing it, 10,000 muscles from the nape of the neck to the tips of your fingers when we write in cursive. So just write in cursive.
Bethany Campbell, real quick, says, I asked my partner of 10 years to leave. He left in June and I hope he stays away. I'm turning 70 on the 23rd and looking forward to a new experience. You are spot on, dear. Thank you and many blessings.
So you and I are the same age, Bethany.
Thank you, Ariana Hartwell. If you could, for the $20 super chat, if you could get a question in soon, I'll jump to you as soon as I notice it.
Ariana, it's a friend of Linda's, so if we don't get to her, she will get to her.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever. I'm just doing what
I know.
previous rules have dictated.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Amrita asks, hey Linda, I would like to know how Deval is. It's been a year since I met him through, though we've chatted till May when he broke his ACL or tore his ACL, and then he is unresponsive. I'm a bit worried.
Okay, well, first of all, he needs a whole bunch of grapeseed extract.
She's not
ACL is
talking
really hard
to
to tell. I know, but I had to get it out of there so I could focus on the other part.
That's right.
I have a whole brain. It's left and right. He's not bad off. He doesn't dislike you, but I feel like he's kind of at a point where he just is being right now. He's it's kind of the chicken and the egg. When we have a knee injury, first of all, the ACL is, a really hard healing, but that's almost always a fear of moving forward that manifests in the body that way. So I feel like either, something happened and he's not emotionally, spiritually healed from the physical energy. And he's kind of just, if you look at cells at the very beginning of mitosis, the very first cell of, reproduction is do nothing. He's kind of energetically, emotionally doing nothing right now. And it's nothing that anybody did, and it's not anybody's fault. And he does not dislike you, but he's struggling with just feeling numb right now because he is choosing not to feel.
Good answer.
All right. Ariana Artwell says, how long before I feel confident at work?
I don't know. How long for you feel? Because up to you. I feel like
Can I?
For you, I feel like we're looking at 2 to 4 weeks. I feel like as you start coming in to your own, that the overwhelm of learning new things, just because it's a new situation, it might feel like it's getting worse before it gets better, but it's not. And the people around you are so supportive. I feel like this new moon is going to be a big oomph of energy for you. And then that is going to slowly kind of build up and build up and build up. And then when the residual from the Mercury retrograde is done, you're going to be like, I don't know what I was worried about. So I'm getting like a 2 to 4 week time frame, just because I know, astrology is at play with some stuff in your life right now, but you're doing good. You're doing good. Spirit wants you to know that you're doing good, and that this new career path that you've been on the last year or two, you're one of those beings that you have such an all-around angelic energy that you literally, got your choice of 7 to 8 different life purposes, and you get to choose which one you want to work on at a time. And so you've always done something that's been aligned with your life purpose, whether you felt like it or not. Everything has always been moving forward for the betterment of others and the planet, and you're going to reap the rewards of that soon too.
So before Al goes on forward, I've had a few people messaging me, telling me how amazing you are.
Oh, good.
At least you passed it on this time.
Usually I don't. People tell me how great my readers are, and I go, yes, I know. And then I forget to tell them.
All right, another $20.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and put in my call to action right now. Anybody that I have helped, please feel free and do put in drops of testimonials for you, so I can kind of get my name out there and get the Wisdom Seekers name out there, because we've got all kinds of new stuff in the works.
And
so
honestly,
we really appreciate all the stars and hearts you can give us.
right. And what Linda can do is amazing. She did a clearing for me yesterday, and I do clearings myself. It was pretty
lot.
intense.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. And I'm pretty darn good at clearings myself, but yeah, that was amazing. But yes, testimonies, please. I'm really, really bad at asking for them, and I really, really need them because people pay attention to that stuff.
Also, because why not feed the algorithm more? Like, share, and comment as you're doing on this video.
And love us.
Always.
Can you love on YouTube?
No, it's just like.
Okay, well, like us a lot, please.
Okay. Melanie Brunet with a $20
Hey, Melanie.
with a $20 super chat asks, any messages from my guides?
You know Melanie.
Oh,
You were on live with her.
interesting. Okay. I feel like I'm just getting like a breath of fresh air, like something's lightening up. And I feel like there's either going to be, it's almost like a soulmate relationship, not necessarily romantic, but like maybe another mom or an adult friend or somebody that's going to like help you. I'm looking at, it's like a cloud of energy burst that is like back in the back, fixing to push you forward. My accent's coming out. It's getting exciting. But yeah, it's going to be a person that's coming into your life soon. Like 4 to 6 week-ish time frame. It will kind of depend on, but I feel like your mindset can always veer times one way or another, but yeah, something that is going to feel like a kindred spirit connection, and having this person in your life is just going to take you further on up.
All right. Terry Avalos asks, may I ask, what do you see happening in my career next?
What was the name again?
Tari Avalos.
Tari. I feel like there's at least one person around that's maybe a little jealous of you, but something is coming around the corner. This person is not going to be happy about it, but you are. It's like some kind of promotion or better. It's going to be more money, more responsibilities. I feel like there's going to be an adjustment period, so you may feel good stress for a little bit, but you're going to grow into it. Like a 3 to 6 months time frame, and I can't tell if it's in a promotion in your job or an opportunity for a new job, or you might get the choice because both of them are coming to mind. But bigger and more, and yeah, more responsibilities and more money coming with it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna.
But when you get it and you get started, you know, give yourself some breathing room, give yourself a good 4, 6, 8 weeks to kind of really get your feet wet and try not to beat yourself up as you're learning what's coming next.
So Melanie says you blew her out of the water right on. And Maddie says, thank you very much. And she's going to go buy that stuff right after dim sum.
Oh, good, good. I have, there's mine.
Yeah, they have that in the live here. So go ahead, El. Susan just posted with it.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I keep my mouth shut.
Okay, jumping to Susan Gamel, with a $20 super chat, she asks, what can I expect regarding a new job coming? After that, can I expect my partner will join us in the US? Well, let's.
The partner is going to join. I feel like the new job is going to facilitate that. And that, like, I'm literally seeing a like a little zoomy streetcar coming and turning the corner. So I feel like the new job might not be what you expect, but maybe closer in timing than you expect. But it's going to be enough money and everything like that. It's going to be something that you're satisfied with. But I'm wondering if it's a different career, not a different career field, but maybe just like, oh, okay, something, a position you didn't know about, or like a, I almost feel like a friend of a friend, or, you know, like it's going to be, this is not your standard Indeed monster job search. This is like something that's just going to, the universe is going to put in front of you. But that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the cars driving down the road, hanging a sharp, unexpected left turn, and there it is. But that is going to facilitate the partner being able to come into the US. And the partner coming into the US, there's going to be hoops, but eat that elephant one bite at a time. Try not to get overwhelmed with the whole end thing, and literally one step at a time. Just tick things off the list of whatever needs to happen, and that is going to be a success. Don't listen to anybody, you know, kind of DMV, you know, officials. I always said DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, you know, that kind of look down at your nose governmental official going, well, we don't normally blah blah blah. Pay no attention to that. It's going to happen.
He's actually an American. He just wants.
I feel like he's hung up with paperwork. Why am I getting paperwork?
I think he's I can't.
That's okay, but it's I feel like
OCD.
Huh?
He's OCD. But what I wanted to ask, what about Florida? Do Florida sound like a job there, or is that
80 to 90% likelihood? Doesn't have to be, but strong possibility.
okay?
Very strong.
Yeah, I just but
yeah, because I don't know where this person's from or where they're wanting to live. I didn't even know if they were American.
Yeah, no, I know that.
I'm gonna pick you guys up in a second so we can get more questions in.
All right. Otherwise, you'll be here all day.
I mean, it's not like it would be the first time. Let's be honest here, guys. Asel asks, hello, ladies.
Hey, Asel.
Will my ex Albeck and I get back together in the future?
It's a slim chance, like a 30 to 40%. You can if you want to. I feel like there's at least two other people. I don't know how happy you're going to be with him if you get him back. I feel like there's some kind of core personality incompatibility there that almost like you need him to change or whatever, when there's really, I know definitely one close by, possibly at least two that are guys that that are already the way you want, if that makes sense. But yes, if you wanted to open yourself up to that and do that, and I'm going to put a caveat here too, just umbrella for anybody that is having any kind of romantic issues or whatever. Mercury retrograde started a couple of days ago, and I mean 10 days before, 10 days after. Exes come out of the woodwork is kind of a thing. Current relationships struggle, exes come out, and then when the Mercury goes straight again, we all get back to normal. But yes, if you wanted to, you could. I'm looking at like a 30 to 40% chance likelihood. But I don't know how happy you would be if you did that. If you truly opened yourself up, like 6 to 8 months at the most, probably sooner than that. If you opened yourself up and said, okay, universe, I'm ready for somebody else.
That's a broad hint. I like it.
Firefly123 says, hello, Elisha and all. Hope all is well. Miriam says, thank you. Ava asks, dear, do you have a message / advice from my spirit guides regarding my current path? I'm so exhausted lately. Aren't we all?
Ava, yeah, Ava's from Holland or the Netherlands. So that's pretty cool.
Her current path. I feel like she's talking about spiritual, energetic path.
I think so, yes.
Spirit says you're doing good. Hang in and take breaks. That you're I'm getting a visual like okay, my mind shows me cartoons. So I'm seeing you as like a feminine version of Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. The butler that was the candle, and but you're a very pretty Victorian oil lamp, and you've got like this much oil left, and your flame is flickering, and you're going around trying to light everyone else's, and Spirit is like an oil can following you around going, stop still so we can fill you up and then you can do more. That's what I got.
I like it.
The Haley Schwab asked.
See those in my head sometimes.
Haley Schwab asks, my dog Max passed away this June. Does he have a message for me?
He loves you and he's with you a lot. And especially when you walk by a park or a green, like it's a park with grass or along the sidewalk where y'all used to walk together. He wants you to know that he's happy. And he's so grateful for everything you did for him. But he's acting like an angel on the other side, protecting you from over there the way he did when he was here.
Sweet. I like it.
Someone, a friend is watching, and I said, drink every time I don't pronounce my H's, because I never pronounce my H's. And then I added the caveat of preferably water. I don't want to kill you. And she's like, I don't need alcohol poisoning on top of getting my gallbladder removed. Thanks.
Oh, no. And do not drink a gallon of water in under 23 minutes, or that will also kill you because you die of hyponatremia from electrolyte depletion.
She knows so much, Linda. And you know how to.
Okay, my last aptitude test, I had a 50-50 split between the right and the left brain. So, I mean, when I'm doing stuff like that, the left brain is like, I want to turn too.
All right, we're moving on. Laughs and giggles are done. We're moving on.
But I'm glad Max is doing well.
He's
And,
very happy
let me
and
just
running
go
in a big
first.
field.
I want to
You
tell.
already stopped me. Just talk.
Okay, she's gone anyhow. I want to tell a story. The other day I have this saying, I say, bitch, 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 my mother ought to be a dog. And I said, Dale, grandma does not like that. Grandma's dead. My mother died about 4 or 5 years ago. And then I was talking to Linda the next day or a couple of days later, and I said, bitch, 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 etc. And Linda says, your mom doesn't like that, you know.
I believe I said your mom hates when you say that.
So Linda is a very, very good medium, just so you know.
Keep convincing. I need water.
Okay, we have to keep kibitzing because Elle needs water. So we're dead in the water, right? Nothing to say.
For once.
What do you want me to talk about? Who has a question?
Yeah, I do have a question. No, I don't, because you'll say it and you believe it firmly and we get kicked off the air.
All right.
Okay, she's back.
Let's
Well, I mean, you put a caveat. I can speak in code.
So the new that shot that everybody is being forced to take,
Uh-huh.
does it bring up even months later things like look up?
It is made.
Look, does it bring up things like that months later? Because there's no reason for me to have that, and my daughter has one, I've got one, and I know somebody else has got one, and the only thing I can think of is that shot.
Directly or indirectly. So basically what any kind of inoculation, like I said, whether it be for shingles or any form of the flu or anything like that, a lot of them have heavy metals in them, and our skin is our third kidney.
Yeah.
Having said that, any type of medication or injection that is meant to alter or change the DNA process, the DNA takes process, and that process is normally a time frame of 4 to 14 months to start doing the new thing new. Now, sometimes we don't have to even receive anything like that. And I'll tell you what's happened to me, and it happened to at least one other coworker, is I have a spot here and I got bit. I felt the bug land on me. I saw it land on me, and I have at least like 4. And I was out at our local boardwalk at Turkey Creek.
Don't
But
say the name.
Sorry, it's taking a long time to heal, and our bodies need to, at the cellular level, intake nutrition, expel toxins. That each cell ingests nutrition and excretes waste. So when you have something like that, yes, especially if you do something like I love the wild blueberry smoothies. If you, this, by the way, is, my boyfriend bought me like organic red grape juice that I put that much, and then the rest spring water at the top. And so I drink a lot of grape juice water. This was the bottle first. That's a very astringent, organic way to cleanse everything out that way. But any heavy metals activate latent viruses in our body. And as humans, starting with the Industrial Revolution, so 1870 to 1910, and then 1910 was a big jump forward, because 1910 is when they started adding in all the seed oils and all the parabens and motor oil byproducts into foods. But it was literally in the beginning, all the factory stuff going into the water. And each generation, it gets passed down.
Yeah. Okay.
So astaxanthin.
Yeah. Okay. I've got some actually.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
All right, we're moving on.
But yeah,
Or not.
good to know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Joe Fermino
Hey,
asks,
Joe.
any messages from my guides towards my professional path? Thank you.
I'm getting a message of perseverance, like you're doing the right things at the right time, and it feels like you're like, okay, that's not what I want to hear, but they're like, be patient, keep going. There's another, like something is going to open up for you. I feel like you're going down a dark tunnel and there's no light at the end of it. And they're just saying you're very close. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. Hold the vision. You know, I had the song pop in my head the other day that I was actually listening to it today. And remember that old Olivia Newton-John song, Magic? And it says, you know, and if you can hold on and keep your hope alive, then destiny will arrive. You know, but that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that you're doing the right things. You're taking all the right steps. Keep going on. Hopefully like 3 to 6 months-ish at the most, possibly earlier. If you can kind of relax a little bit. I feel like your aura feels like it's straining, and it's like, let it happen.
Firefly 123 asks, I'd like to know of N's thoughts towards me. We recently met, and I think he's getting to know other people too. Thank you.
Okay, so he is also getting to know other people, but he's also at the same time interested in knowing you. He's coming across with like skittishness, like if you try too hard, you're going to push him away, but he does not want you to go away. He's definitely interested. I feel like he's one of these guys that likes to weigh out all the options, and you're definitely in the forefront at this time. He has feelings for you. He's not psychologically, emotionally ready to be with just one person. And I feel like it's kind of a slow process, almost like a Taurus energy. I wonder if he's got like some kind of Capricorn, Taurus, you know, Virgo in or around his 7th house or something like that. But I feel like he's just a person that does things slowly and gradually, step by step. I have one of those, and he, it was funny. He's like, there's a process to a relationship. And I'm like, okay, I'm not rushing anything. But that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that he doesn't want to lose communication with you. Be very open, be very feminine, not too accommodating. Let him be the man. But yeah, I mean, at this point, like a 60 to 70% of everybody he's getting to know, he's going to end up with you. And that percentage may go up. That's just what I'm getting right now at this moment of where he's at.
All right. Mysterious Moon says, hello, Elisha. It's been too long. Maria Herrera asks, hi, what can I do for high cholesterol? Is it hard to control? I'm taking a high dose of cholesterol medicine, but I don't want to because of side effects. Thank you.
Yeah, don't take the cholesterol medicine.
Mom was on niacin, a high dose of niacin for quite a while.
No. Could you do it without the flesh?
No.
I'm such a lady. I can't handle the niacin flesh.
The first time I took it, I turned like red as a tomato. I went in to see because I didn't know, but I went in to see the family doctor. He just laughed.
I bet he did. Okay,
my kids would take the niacin and give it to their friends after that every once in a while just to.
I do not like the feeling of niacin in my system.
Well, you can get it without the prickles.
yeah, you can get the no flesh kind. Okay, so you can do like a some people for cholesterol take red yeast rice, like 600 milligrams twice a day. You can also do hawthorn berry is really, really good. You can, there's a very specific celery seed extract. So not just celery seed, I'm talking celery seed extract, 85% 3NB. So B as in boy. It's it's like a 19-letter word. I'd have to look at it to see, what the 17 letters spell out or whatever. It's butyryl something or other eyed, but 85% 3NB celery seed extract. A really good fish oil, especially a 579. Omega-3 is really good. Avoid omega-6 like the plague. Back off your nuts and seeds. Watch the processed fried foods. Watch the canola oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil. Too much omega-6. We're supposed to have 1-to-1 ratio. I have done also the drinking celery juice top of the morning, and I take the, and like literally 10 to 30 days of that. So there's a few options. I mean, I don't know what your budget is, but if you had to do something for, less than 20, 25, $30 a month, I would go the celery juice in the morning and some hawthorn berry. If I were in that situation.
I do believe I have her on Messenger with you wanting that, find that thing and send it to me. I can.
Okay.
I believe.
Patricia Scowen asks,
Hey,
hi,
Patricia.
Elisha, Linda, reading for me, please. Could you read for me, please? Is there a house move for me? Thank you. I've been so held up and everything. I need to know, is my health okay? So is she moving, and is she going to be healthy when she moves?
And she's from Wales, so that's pretty cool.
My people are from Wales. Johnson is Welsh Gaelic for Jones.
Oh, really?
I do feel like there's a move coming up. I don't feel like it's the really near future, but I feel like take your mind and start doing things now, like organizing. In a previous lifetime, I was an officer's wife, and we had to move with 3 kids in tow, freaking like every 18 to 24 months. So, and I would get my baskets and I would have keep, throw away, give away or sell, and keep was like my sentimental stuff in one room at a time, one closet at a time, one drawer at a time. Give yourself time to gradually, mentally and physically prepare to move. I feel like there is a move coming for you. It's something that's not exactly how you've pictured now, but because of the worry of moving, that's what's pulling your health down. So I am going to go ahead and make a recommendation of my favorite kind of mindfulness breathing is blowing bubbles, because we cannot hyperventilate when we blow bubbles. A nice slow deep breath where the whole planet is like a raw nerve right now. And so it's another, chicken or egg situation. The move is it is pulling down the health, which is causing stress, making you think you need to move, and so you're in a spiral. But literally 30 to 45 seconds sometimes, just get near a window, breathe, and be open. You can also do the little scripting thing, like what I was telling somebody else. Get a notebook and pretend like you're writing a letter to a friend, telling them about this place and writing it down. One thing that I do is I have, my boyfriend got me a new journal, and I don't know if you can see it, but at the front it says making things happen. And I wake up and I just start writing in cursive, and let me tell you, stuff happens. Write it down, but prepare. I love that whole Emerson quote of, when we make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. So I feel like definitely within a year, but you have it within you to move that forward, a good 6 months or more. So yeah, start packing up. Carefully box up your sentimental things, get rid of what's not being used, let somebody else have use, and enjoy the process. Just kind of, I hate to sound cliche, but literally, I feel like your physical body needs you to emotionally bring up your vibration. And I don't know if you were on earlier when I was talking about another person that was asking about alkalinity, but the higher the vibe, the more alkaline and energetic our body becomes with our thoughts, our words, our emotions, in our mind. You're so powerful. You're so powerful. Spirit wants you to know that you are a magical being, and create it, can make it happen. Just because that's what I'm seeing a year right now doesn't mean that by next week you couldn't have an offer.
All right. Mysterious Moon asks, what are some good ways to express my creativity inside, outside of work while working an accounting job?
I have a degree in accounting. That's funny. Ways to work on her creativity.
Yeah.
Become a psychic. They're the most creative person I know.
Okay, so what a lot of people don't really put, but like any creativity helps increase your intuition. Also, anything that's like right brain. So sketching, drawing, gesture drawing. I feel like you like to like sketch or doodle. Try not to pick up a pencil and grab a puzzle book. So not so much word search, Sudoku, things like that. I feel like that's a thing. More the coloring like the mindfulness coloring, or you can get, if you really like puzzles, get the little kids puzzle books where it's like, where you kind of go through and you finish the drawing. Use the grid to draw the child. It's my Mandalorian coloring book. So yeah, sketching, drawing, dancing, walking out in nature, and thinking of cooking. If you like to cook, I just see a pencil in your hand. So I just feel like if you used to practice doodling, sketching, drawing, like maybe anime or something like that, I feel like there's some kind of really strong right-brained talent that the left brain's kind of taking it over, and you need to bring it back. And that's going to balance you out. There's also a thing from back in the mid 90s, early 2000s called Brain Gym, GYM. And you can find old videos, and you literally do physical exercises where you're going left, right side of the body, crossing over. And this bridges the gaps between the left and right hemisphere of the brain that allows for more of a full use of the brain. So you're not so left-brained dominant. But at your accounting job, I keep something on your person. So when you take a lunch break, when you take a bathroom break, when you go out to your car for something, if you want to write a couple lines of poetry or draw a picture of a flower, just something like that.
Elle has on her phone something where
Coloring app.
a
It's
coloring app.
Paint.
Oh yeah.
For
Yeah.
if you're at work.
Yeah, if you have a phone with like the little stylo thing, they've got some really good drawing programs. That's a good one.
Yeah. So and that way you've got it with you at all times.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
At least I do.
B. Arla says, "Dear Linda, first of all, the Uranus connection is on point. That is amazing that you picked that up. Yes, he is still with his girlfriend, whom he chose to be with when he left. At this point, I feel the ball is in his court, and he's blocked me on WhatsApp and all that. I've been able to let my expectations, go now, and my life has regained some sort of normalcy. Sometimes I feel like he is coming back, but confused myself, wondering if it's all in my head." So yes, sorry for the long rant. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much again. I know how to read.
I want to add would be that I think part of the reason he's not come back is he feels obligated to stay where he is.
I was going to say, he feels like he's made his choice. He's not all that happy with his choice, but I do feel a sense of duty at the same thing. What you can do to help you heal from this is I'm a big advocate of pen to paper, but write him letters that you're never going to send. And I do a 3 out of 4 step process. Get your pen and paper, write down everything you want. You're skipping over step 3. Do not reread anything you wrote. Just let it come out and then destroy it. But I had a really strong relationship that I was literally dumped in a very dire straits, situation. And sometimes I would write the guy, happy stuff, what happened that day. Other times I would write how bad I hated his guts. Other times I would lament and feel sorry for myself or whatever. But basically, I let that be my journal. And it took probably about a month or so, but cycles are 28 days, so use it. But it's not in your head. You're feeling it and he's feeling it because the Uranus connection's there and we're in Mercury retrograde. So just hang in. You're doing great. I feel like you're going to get beyond normalcy and somebody even better because he's kicking himself. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Some
no,
days
he
it's
is.
like, what did I do? He's kicking himself.
Yeah, and I agree. That's what I tell people: write, and rewrite, and keep writing until you get that energy right out.
Yep.
And at least 5 times write a letter with
Cursive, in cursive, not typing on computer, write it in cursive.
Well,
That's
I
me.
write in cursive. I can get it because I'm
Mom has
dyslexic.
chicken scratch.
If I write in cursive, because I'm dyslexic, I can get a paragraph. But if I write on the computer, I can get a book. So
Oh, I get, yeah.
I agree with you about the cursive, except that unless you're dyslexic or on the spectrum, it
Well, I'm on a different part of the spectrum, so I'm not dyslexic.
you don't want
My
to
helmet's over there.
you do not want to read my writing.
Like I said,
You can't read mine.
she should have been a doctor. All right, Jennifer Schwab, more ego stroking, says, thank you so much. We had a buyer for our home, a new home under contract, and the real estate lawyer found this problem one day of closing. Panic stuck is what we have felt ever since. Namaste. Ambaritha says, thank you. Ariana Hartwell says, you are amazing. I feel so much better. Thank you. I'm so grateful to hear you speak. Melanie Brunet says, that is very exciting. Tari Avalos says, damn, you are impressive. My manager told me about a promotion last time we met and you're talking about it now. Thank you really much. Suzanne says, say it, it's okay. Thank you. Ding Dong asks, what can I expect on my current job? Is it bad that every time I read Ding Dong, I go, ding dong, the witch is dead, witch, wicked witch, ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
Probably is best.
We did it. We did a Zumba dance to that.
I bet that would be
So
fun.
you can sing it. I know the choreography.
Well, technically, I can't sing it because copyright laws are a thing. And nobody wants
No, I know what you mean, but I'm just saying.
But yeah, I just had to get that part out.
But the thing is, Elle's got a good voice, except when she's coughing.
What can she expect from her job, her current job? Huh. Something's just unsatisfactory. She's
That's what I got.
She's I feel like I feel like this place has got a big turnover and she's figured out why. This job was a good bridge for you. You can hold on for as long as you want, and you can bring something else in. You can, if you want to start putting feelers out, I feel like if you're going to leave this job, you have to leave it. You're not going to be fired or anything like that. So you're going to have to open your mouth and put in the notice. But you can do better.
Yeah.
You can do better. You can make more money. More money is out there. You just got to put the feelers out and let it happen. And you start sending out resumes. I feel like 30 days tops.
Yeah. And I got the same information as soon as you said that. My stomach went, eh.
Yeah. It was like, oh, yeah, that was me.
Move on with, if you can, go find yourself a new job.
Estelle says thank you. Ava says thank you. Haley says thank you. I am not surprised. Me and him had a strong bond. He was my best friend. Butterfly123 says yes, that I think he's got options. He's sort of hot and cold. Thank you so much. It helped. Maria Herrera says thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thumbs up.
Julie Paye asks, what can I expect about my love life? Hello, cousin.
Julie is Elle's first cousin.
Oh.
She's French Canadian, eh?
What can she expect from her love life?
Yes.
Okay, I'm literally seeing 3 guys lined up. I feel like you'll only be interested in one of them. But it's kind of like when you you know, you start trying for something and it doesn't work out, that it opens the energy. So I feel like practice wearing dresses and looking, you know, pretty, just kind of taking care of you. But I feel like there are guys noticing you that you're not noticing just yet, but guys are noticing you.
Julie is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like she's a little in her head about it, and she's, you know, there's like not, it's not going to be a thing. I almost feel like, you know, it might be okay to non-exclusive, casually, you know, meeting for lunch and coffee, date couple 3 guys at a time, just to kind of, before you decide that, okay, this is who I want to be with, and just start putting yourself out there. Because I feel like multiple, like I said, I saw at least 3 kind of like they're all standing at attention like military brigade, waiting on her to notice and tell them what to do.
All right. Mysterious Moon says, I love the creative solution. I'll pick up a pen and get back to drawing. I loved it as a young teen. Thank you, Linda.
Right on the nose.
Patricia Scowen says, thank you, Linda. I know it will happen. Cassie Sue asks, hello, ladies. I'm just wondering if my guides have any messages for me. Thank you. And we will make her our last question.
Simply because I
It's
can hear that
11:30.
it's 11:30 and I can hear your voices petering.
Oh, well, what was the first name of this one?
Cassie Sue.
All right, and what did Kathy Sue want to know? Just a message?
Yeah.
It's Cass, K-A, capital S-I-S-U, Cassie Sue. It's 2 names.
No, when we first met her,
Oh, okay.
she said her name was Cassie Sue. So it's Cassie Sue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do my job for me, okay?
I'm always going to do that. You know that.
And I'm always going to slap you with my words.
I know that. But we're still going to do it.
Okay, good grief. I'm just the Aries sitting here with all this Libra energy, y'all. I'm just here.
Not a Libra, a Capricorn.
She's Capricorn.
Oh, well, there you go. You can't boss her around. She's the boss of all of us.
Absolutely not. She's the toughest lady. Capricorns are what's it? Taurus has nothing on Capricorns for stubborn.
Doesn't help that I'm also a dragon too.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
She's they want her to know, of course, that she's so loved, that there's something that's going to be coming out, and it's some kind of life purpose mission. And I don't know if this is a volunteer thing, if this is going to be a paid thing, if she's going to be volunteering, raising money for some kind of organization that like really makes her heart sing. But I feel like there's something that is busyness, occupation in the literal sense of the word, that is directly lining up with their life purpose. They need her to kind of, it's almost like a shield from the back of the head, like calm down the brain chatter. And it's almost like a motorcycle needs to open the hood so that you can make eye contact and look and see what spirit is trying to tell you. But it's that yeah, something's coming very soon 1 to 2 months. It's a way, it's a joyful occupation. It's going to require effort and energy from you, and it may cause physical thing, but it's the rewards are just going to be so pleasing and so uplifting and so spiritually fulfilling. There's some kind of it's like an unknown life purpose, or something that you had from years and years ago that you haven't thought about in a long time, but it's just like penny's going to drop. It's going to be like, oh yes, I need to do that, and you're going to feel like you're calling.
I like that.
So Cassie Sue says, "Oh, Elle, you have a memory like a steel trap." It is, Cassie Sue. Honestly, like, my memory is so random. I like, fun fact, orgasm for a lion can last up to 30 minutes, and pigs can have multiple.
Okay, we don't need to go there.
See, like, I can remember.
Hey,
this.
if I have to keep it clean, you have to keep it clean. Fair's fair.
I mean, no one said I had to keep it clean.
It's
Just-
fair. Let's get this, because
Okay.
Linda is, I can feel her energy.
Jennifer
getting a
Schwab
little-
says Linda is such a wealth of knowledge, of health knowledge. I could listen all day and never get bored. I've learned so much. It's amazing. Thank you, ladies, for coming on live today. Many blessings. Be Airless says, haha, thanks, Linda and Elisha, for the letter advice. That sounds like a really good idea. Julie says, thank you. Okay, I'll try that. Thank you. And Cassie Sue says, oh, that sounds wonderful. Thank you so much. And let's say goodbye before somebody else
And
comes.
we are now officially done, but first of all, wisdomseekers.net, and Linda is on there. You go to the drop down menu. She has,
Does she? I don't think we've talked to Daryl about that.
I haven't got her on the, okay.
But
If you want a reading from Linda, come to me directly. And you can use my drop down menu and book through me. Just let me know it's for Linda.
Yeah.
And we will do this. And she, as you can tell, she is amazing.
Thank
And I talked to her myself.
you.
So
And yes, feel free and leave us lots of testimonials. And on since I'm new on the wisdomseekers.net, if anybody feels so inclined to leave me little stars and testimonials on there too, I would be so appreciative. But I'm so glad that I'm just thankful for the feedback and for the opportunity to serve.
and again, she's amazing. I have to.
And I could talk health all day too, if anybody wants to listen all day. I'm just saying.
We've on, I think once we were on for 3 hours of talking about health and how to look after yourself pre-COVID, before COVID. Susan Gamble says, lion trivia, good to know. So we're going to stop here, and I am the one that has to stop it.
Yep.
So blessings, and
you are very talented, and I appreciate it. Adds Linda, or adds
Suzanne.
Suzanne.
Okay, and I'm
you.
really bad at saying goodbye, so I'm just gonna hang up now.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
And